Final walk through the room. Let's start at the door. Not much to say. A door is a door, unless it's ajar. Closet I never used. Bathroom. Well, we'll start with the bathroom. So, worked fine. No issues. I would say the only thing, the sink space was kind of a little frustrating because, where am I going to put stuff? So you just kind of had to put it around there, on the bottom there, on the stool. I do, I guess, really like those. I appreciate that. Plus, it's just nice having all 5. So I don't need minis anymore. I think we're done with the minis. I'm going to keep a few of my mini bottles and just fill them up as needed. All right. So accessible shower. This thing is funny because, you move it up if you're taller and it just moves down because gravity. And you just kind of think, this is something that probably never worked right. It was, poorly designed, and it's just, cheap plastic up here. So, it's just going to slide. It's just going to slide down. It's just going to slide down. Yeah, so this is just really awful. And it works for if you're in a wheelchair, obviously you want it probably at the lower level. But if you're not, it's just like, why make something like that if it's not going to work right? So that part I don't really care for. Again, I like those things. So that was the only issue. I would say in the future, I probably wouldn't do accessible because I don't need it for starters. And, other things, it might be taking it away from someone that did, although I imagine they would just say, hey, can you trade rooms? And I would, of course. But, some things are actually not ideal for if you don't need it. It actually makes things a little harder. So I would say, no, don't use it, Mir. Bed was perfectly fine. Alarm. It's funny that they have these because, most people use phones these days. I think these can be dying out. However, it does provide plug and USB and USB-C. So that's kind of cool that they're a little more up to date. So, I suppose you might as well keep something like that. Just don't hit that button and turn the alarm on at 6 a.m. because you'll be unpleasantly surprised. Bed was fine. Nice, comfortable. And, being so close to the thermostat that actually did connect to the heater cooler, that was actually nice because a lot of times these don't work and you just go right to it, which is fine by me. I don't care, but it was nice, and I kept it pretty warm most of the day. The chair being in the corner there was a little silly because, again, the lighting's so poor. Even right now in the middle of the day, the lighting isn't great, so you can't really do anything with that. So if you're going to do that, at least put a light right there and let people have it for reading or something. This is loud, but it worked. They're all loud, so you can't complain. I never turned on the TV, so I don't know. I did like the little workstation. This is just a decent-sized desk, get stuff done. I don't know if that's because it was an accessible room or not, but I would say that was just a nice place to get my work done. The chair was comfy. The garbage I can't tell which one is supposed to be recycling, so, whatever. And then we go to the counter area, which I never even used the coffee, which is shocking, but I just didn't make any coffee this time. Microwave worked just fine. Stove I didn't use. Dishwasher I didn't use. Fridge was extremely loud. Not a fan of that fridge, but it's kind of nice. I just don't need it, so I would almost rather have just a mini fridge so it's not quite as loud. And that's it. That's it for the Larkspur. I would happily stay here again. Especially if the price is right. This is just a good location and a nice room and a good deal for the money when it's, about $95 a night. That's perfectly fine with me. So I would say 3 stars.